Oh boy, welcome once again, folks. How are you? Welcome to the Josh Potter Show. I'm so excited. I am going to be doing a bunch of shows with Annie Letterman for the next couple of months. But other than that, I've got a big show coming up in my hometown, the place I started comedy, Buffalo, New York, at Nietzsche's, the bar I started comedy at. And that's happening on November 30th. I'd love for you to snatch up. There's not many tickets for that. It's a small place. So please to be buying the tickets nice and early. Make me look cool for my friggin' hometown, all right? Other than that, I've got some shows coming up in Arizona that I'm going to let you know about. I'm going to announce them very soon in the next couple of weeks here on the program. And then hopefully we'll get you some 2025 dates very soon. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can go and look all the things up. And let me know where you want me to come. And today, I have a guest I've been wanting to have here in the Roach Motel for quite some time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Andrea Jin.
Hi.
I feel like there was muted claps today.
Thank you.
Please plug everything and anything.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the road as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on tour. I'm doing, what am I doing? Atlanta. Well, when does this come out?
On a Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Atlanta
so
this
even if
weekend.
you're going this weekend, yeah.
Atlanta this weekend. If you're there, come see me. Minneapolis. A bunch of places. AndreaJin.com. Thank you.
Where are you going in Minneapolis?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I was just there this past weekend. That's how I was
Probably the same place as you.
I don't know. I was at House of Comedy. I think you're going to Acme. If I'm gonna
Maybe.
guess.
Why am I not? I'm blanking. It might be Acme. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
Let's see. But yeah, go
Where
check
am I?
Andrea out on the road. You're zigzagging all over this country.
Camp?
Oh, the Camp Bar. Okay, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff up there, but it's a fun town.
I didn't know about this.
You're like, it's canceled.
I'm looking at the event. I'm like, who are those people that are doing that show with me or my show with me?
Oh, you don't know the other comics?
I don't know. No, I'm not in charge of anything in my life.
How often does that happen when you go on the road where there are other people that you don't know that you work with?
Every time. Because they pick the openers for me.
I didn't know if you were bringing somebody.
I'm not bringing anyone right now because I don't know. Everybody I know is at my level and I feel weird asking them to come on the road with me for less money. You know?
Yeah.
So.
It's a weird limbo because it's like, obviously, I want to bring somebody.
Me
but sometimes
too.
it's just not economical either.
I've thought about co-headlining with people.
Yes, I'm might go down that road. You get to like...
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, because then you get to do less time and you get to have more fun.
Yes, you're hanging out with a friend you like.
And the ticket sale burden isn't completely on your shoulders.
Because I've been feeling really run down with all the traveling, but like being alone too. You know?
I don't mind the alone part. It's alone when I come home that's the problem I'm learning.
I like being alone at home.
See, I'm the opposite because I feel like when you're on the road, you're like, well, this is what comics do. I'm alone. Yeah, of course I'm alone. It's the nature of the job. You know, you're going through an airport at your own pace. You know, you're in a hotel room. That's kind of like, I go, that's alone. Then when I come home, I'm like, oh my God, I'm still alone.
Well, when I come home, I feel like I'm playing catch up. Like everything is already going at 1,000. My laundry's not done. There's something rotting. There's like things rotting every corner of my apartment. And I come home and it's like, what the fuck do I do? And it's just stressful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in that thing where it's like you get a couple of weekends on the road in a row. And you're like, how do I grocery shop for this?
I've gotten to a point where I just buy whatever I want. And if I can't eat it before I leave, I take it with me.
You take it with you on the road?
Yeah. For example, I bought 4 cucumbers and I only used 2 and I brought 2 to Austin with me. I brought 2 to Austin with me and I ate it in Austin.
How do you pack a cucumber?
You just put it in the bag.
Oh, you're just like, I'll refrigerate when I get there? Or?
No. It just put it in the bag.
Just a warm cucumber.
It's fine.
I mean, sure, yeah. It probably is.
At least it's not rotting in my fridge at home in LA.
Yes, that's a great point.
And I ate it. I felt very accomplished. I ate it in Austin, Texas this last weekend.
You're a well-traveled cucumber.
I wonder what I'm going to eat in Atlanta. Something from my fridge.
In the fridge.
Yeah.
I get in the habit of doing too many like Uber Eats and all of that. I'm like, well, I got like 3 days. What am I going to buy? Groceries?
That's what I'm trying to avoid. That's why I bring
yours
home
seems
cucumber.
More economical and more healthy.
That's breakfast.
That's great.
In Atlanta. Yeah.
During a layover.
Yes.
We were talking about a little bit about the like things that we do on the road, but like, do you come home right away? I'm first flight out, but it's ruining my body.
It feels terrible.
Yes, but it's worth it.
But I want to be home as soon as possible because the laundry in my room is rotting.
The laundry's rotting as well.
Somehow it's rotting because I went to Hawaii recently and Ronnie Chang was there with his wife and they like to do adventurous things and I tagged along stupidly.
Yeah, I saw your eyes roll when you said they like to do adventurous things.
They're so fun and adventurous and it exhausts me. No, they're so fun and I love them. I love them so much.
It's nice in spurts for you.
It's nice and it brings me out of my hotel room shell cave that I have and it makes me eat foods that are not just cucumber from California.
Yeah, from your fridge.
Yeah. So it's good, but I end up in like a waterfall and then my clothes are wet and then my shoes are wet and I come home, I bring it home to LA and I don't have time to do the laundry.
Sure.
And so it's rotting.
You're preaching to the choir here. I mean, I recently just went in my closet in a pile of clothes and I was like, what's this plastic bag? And it was like a bathing suit from Joshua Tree.
Yep, exactly. That's my exact situation because I went to Hawaii and it's a plastic bag with, wet clothes and shoes.
Yeah, because you're like, and also like when you do those things, they're nice and everything, but then you're like, oh my God, I have to do 2 shows. Yeah. And you're like, thank God. In those cases, you're opening for Ronnie, right? So
yeah, well, in Hawaii, it was my own show.
Oh, that was your
Ronnie
own show.
Just happened to be there.
Oh, wow! So you still had to do like wife. 2 hours of comedy that night.
Yeah, I did 2 hours
after being in a waterfall.
There's mud on my legs. Yeah,
yeah. And then you have to go do 2 hours.
And I'm like, okay, bye guys.
That's the thing that's exhausting about it. Like when I go on the road with Tom, it's like he like works out or whatever, but he knows I'm not going to do that. So he's just like, it used to be we just like would both like maybe get lunch. That would be it. But we'd sleep all day or he'd watch TV or whatever. We like doing that. Or maybe we'd watch like a football game. Then I went on the road with Bert and it was like activities from sun up. It was like being at summer camp. Thank God. I mean, I only had to do 10 minutes. So I was like, fine.
Yeah.
I'll do all the activities and just sleep like when I get off stage between shows or something. But like, yeah, it's such a different, like I would never be able to do an hour.
I know. It's crazy how
after
Bert
doing any activities
can do. Yeah. It really depends which headliner you go with. You know, you're gonna have a different experience. Because when I go open for Bobby Lee, I don't see him until
the show,
I get off stage. Until I get off stage.
Oh yeah, because he's not even there for the beginning of your set. That's how it is when I just went on the road with Annie, and it's like we'll do stuff during the day because she likes to like she goes, we have to make a vlog, and then we end up doing nothing.
Cute.
It's so funny. We'll meet up and we'll have all these ideas and we'll do none of them.
Well, Bobby, I'll text him and I'll be like, hey, do you want to do something? I don't get a response for the whole day. And then the show's starting. He's not in the room. I just go up, do my set. I'm not sure if he's coming. And then I come off stage and then he's like, hey. And then I'm like, do you want to hang out tomorrow? And he's like, no.
That's amazing.
That's my experience.
That is the scary part about sometimes going to the shows, like with Annie too, is like she'll be like, I want to get there early. And I'll be like, okay, what time do you want to meet up in the lobby? And she'll be like 6. And you're like, okay. And then she'll text me and be like, let's just go right before the show. That's fine. And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm down. It's like a 5-minute walk, whatever. And then like I'll go down there, I don't know, a couple minutes early, smoke a cigarette, and then I'll get a text and be like, I'll just meet you over there.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, is she even here when I get off the stage? I'll go, I'll bring up the MC and I'll be like, like they'll be like looking for her still.
But you know what's interesting? When I headline, I switch and I'm like that.
Of course.
Like, so I'm so on time. I'm so like studious. I'm like sitting cross-legged. I'm like my, perfect posture when I'm opening.
Yes.
When I'm headlining, I'm literally like, can they hold the show? I'm texting the club. I'm like, can you guys hold 20 minutes?
Yeah, no, of course.
When is our own show? We don't go.
I don't. Yeah, no. And I was about to say, if anybody does get to come on the road with me, don't expect me to be doing adventurous things.
No.
I will be Bobby Lee in that case, where it's like, you want to get lunch? I'll be like, sorry, man. Blackout curtain, got your boy over here. Or it's like I'll just be watching college football like a psychopath in my I was gonna say my dorm room, but I mean my hotel room.
See, that's the mentality we all have. We still all think we're in school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just not. I just haven't evolved very much. I'm working on it. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow into being a somewhat middle-aged man at this point.
Maybe college.
I am like, yeah, exactly. I got to go back. I got to do my own like Rodney Dangerfield or Billy Madison or whatever. But I did watch college football all this weekend while Annie was like, we were going to go to we were in the Mall of America. We were going to go ride roller coasters. We were going to go do this, that, the other thing. And we waited in one line for like 20 minutes. I go, you just want to get food and get out of here. It was it was so easy. And then I just stared at the TV at the bar.
That's great.
It was the best. But let's get into sports, shall we?
Nice.
I know you have a fun background with something.
Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 dee.
We got to get Bobby to run like the news graphic. I got to get a sports one because it is long when we're just staring at I'm just staring at the.
Wait, so you watched college football? Which
yeah, I mean,
because I was in Austin and
oh no, that game was big. That was a big game.
Yeah.
I lost money on that game, but it still was an exciting one. I thought Texas. It wasn't much money. I just like to enjoy watching it more.
I went to the tailgate.
I thought I would live bet Texas to come back in the second half, but it was fun to watch.
Did they not?
They did not. But it was still an exciting game. But you went to the tailgate.
I went to the tailgate.
And what did you do there? Because you don't drink, right?
No, I just walked around and I looked at white people.
Oh yeah, no,
a lot of white people,
and they're wilding out. I'm sure that is the white people like Christmas.
It's the whitest people I've ever seen in my life, and that's a compliment.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, that's interesting because, I mean, not to fast forward into the story that we are going to get into, but you were from Vancouver, right? Or you lived in Vancouver before you lived here, I should say, yeah.
I grew up in Vancouver in a way.
Yeah, so we were talking about the fact, and you have a joke about this, which I find absolutely hilarious. I'm not sure. Is it on your special, the joke?
No, but it's on my profile.
You didn't even plug your special. I should have plugged it because I'm a professional.
No,
but
it's fine.
Andrea has a special on YouTube. Just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Well, that was something I did a while ago, like 4 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and you just repurposed it for...
I just thought I'd post it.
Yeah, that's great.
Just
was
to
it
have
on
it
something else that they owned it or
It was
something,
on nothing.
Oh, you just had it?
I had it, but it was an album. Audio
okay, like
only,
audio.
so I put out the video.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, go check it out. It is out there now. And I was wondering if this joke was on there because you were around for the Vancouver hockey riots. Mm-hmm. And I always say the Vancouver, because when George Floyd happened in this country, people were like, oh, you don't see white people doing this. Remember that? That was like the racist trope of like, oh, you never see white people doing this. I'm like, hey, in 2011, they did it after the Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. They rioted. It was white people rioting after a hockey game. And why do you ask? Is it because one of the Sedin twins was murdered by a police officer? No, it was because they lost Game 7 to the Boston Bruins. And I hate the Boston Bruins. And the Buffalo Sabres have lost in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup when I was a 13-year-old boy. And you would have never seen the people of Buffalo riot afterwards. Now, if we win, that could be another story. I'm a little nervous about that. But so this happened in 2011, and you lived there during
I was at the riot.
You were in the riot?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Should you be on camera? Is this like a January 6th kind of thing? Are you
Well,
gonna get
I was a victim.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Because I was a fan. I went to the game.
You were at that game,
yeah,
Game 7.
I mean,
That's
I didn't
crazy.
go to the game, but it was such a big deal because we all thought we were gonna win.
Oh, you
And
were like
so-
in the plaza, like they. Cause
yeah.
I mean, pull up some images of this.
Well, because everybody was watching downtown, and there were big screens everywhere because it was a big deal. Like the big screens got.
Of course, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals in Vancouver, Canada.
And we never win. We never win. We always choke. But this season we were doing very well. It was looking good. And spirits were high, and all these big screens were erected in downtown Vancouver. And so I was there. I skipped school. I was in high school.
How many people gathered, do you think, for that? Let's see if I have any
Thousands
stats
of
on it.
people.
Of course, thousands.
Yeah.
I want to say even like tens of thousands.
No, we don't have, the population's not high enough for that, but oh my God, wow.
Pull up some of the images of like before the riots.
when we were just watching
when it was
the game.
joy, yeah. Like, because in Buffalo, they do this pretty much for every Bills home game, like downtown. It's not to the scale. And of course, Buffalo, a much smaller city than Vancouver. And when the Sabres were in the playoffs
this was
13
what was
years
happening.
ago, we used to do like parties in the plaza outside. So there was a bunch of streets, but this is insane. This is like,
I was
look
there.
at that. That's full. So you were at what vantage point did you have in the riots? Like, so what screen did you pick? Did you and your friends?
One of the big ones. I was like, honestly, I was there. Like, I remember
that. Was that very picture that we were just on?
I remember that.
You remember that?
Square. No. I left before this happened. The fires.
So this is when everything was going good. That particular, you remember that like building and all of that?
Yeah,
even?
yeah. I remember all of this. I remember the screens. I remember like navigating through the crowd and everything.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was already like
sat
pretty
down.
packed, right?
Yeah, everybody was like sitting. Yeah.
Sitting. That's
We were
crazy.
sitting down. Yeah, and I had this jersey that was too big, but
Who's on
it's
your jersey, or was it
fine.
just a plain?
Oh no, it was a name, but I forgot. I tried to forget
Do you remember the
everything about
number?
the Vancouver Canucks.
Oh.
After this game, I forgot everything about the Canucks.
Was it from the current team, or was it a classic?
It was from
player?
that. No, it was not a classic player. It was
Was it one of the Sedin twins?
No, not the Sedins.
There was some people on that team that I was like, because I did look up the roster earlier today. Can you zoom in even further on the names? Because I'm a blind piece
Yeah,
of
me
shit.
too.
Okay,
I
there you
can't
go.
see. I don't
So go
recognize
up,
these names. Is this current players?
No, this is 2000. This might be 2000. This might be the year before. Keep going up though.
Yeah.
Because there's Manny Malhotra. I saw him get drafted in 1998.
It might have been.
Robert Luongo, the goalie.
No.
Ryan Kessler's a big one.
Oh, it's Burrows. Burrows.
Oh, Burrows. Alexander
Burrows.
Yes. Interesting. That's a wild jersey pull. That's a wild jersey pull.
I was really into the team, and I knew this was like the one I chose.
I'm not that familiar with the 2011 Vancouver Canucks. I know a couple of those players because I'm more of like a 90s and 2000s guy, like when I knew all the teams. But I would imagine this is one that you don't buy off the rack. You have to get like a custom.
No, it was off the rack. He was starting. He was starting.
Of course, yeah. There's
but he. I think I just whatever research I did, this was the cool person to pick.
Okay, no, that's cool.
At the time, I don't remember.
Hot hand and all that.
I think it was.
Some girls pick them off of the one they think is cutest. Did it have anything to do with that? Or?
I don't think so. I think it was just Sedins were too obvious.
Yes,
Luongo was too obvious. Like a lot of them were too obvious, and then this was the one that wasn't obvious, but he was still very good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What a good choice. Was it the white or the blue?
I had the blue one. And it was too big for me, and then someone on the street was like, "What are you wearing?" And like, it's too big.
But isn't that the look for girls? Like they wear it with the short shorts. That just looks like they have no pants on.
Yeah, but then I don't know. Someone was being mean to me, and then I knew that we were gonna riot soon. Is he a coach now? Oh,
wow! Alex Burrow resigned as his
Sad.
coach role. What is he in now? Look up his Wikipedia. Did you see? I would love to know. I mean, that's the thing with all the players from when we were younger. They're all coaches now, and I see him in the thing. I go, "Oh my god, he's a coach!" And then I look in the mirror and I go, "Oh my god, I'm old too."
I thought he would play forever.
Right? Doesn't seem like that long ago.
Wow.
So you were sitting there. The jersey's too big, and you knew from the vibes of that guy that things were going to go awry.
It wasn't looking good. It wasn't looking good for us. We weren't. I don't remember exactly, but the game wasn't even over and everybody was giving up and leaving. The rioting was starting before the game was over because we knew. Like,
I don't remember that.
It wasn't close.
I don't remember that game, but I was going to ask, was it just like a blowout?
Close. Yes.
Oh my God.
That's why people started filing out. I left downtown as soon as I could because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to
to leave. Yeah,
to leave, and also I was a minor. Like I was in high school still.
Right.
I skipped school to come to this.
Oh, that's so funny. How many did a lot of the class? I'm surprised they didn't just kind of like in Vancouver give the day off because sometimes because that's going to happen, and usually people think, oh wow, that city's cool for giving the day off. They just know no one's going to come.
Yeah. Well, yes, a lot of the class didn't came with me, so yeah. I had a lot of friends that came with me.
So you made it home safe once this kind of scene was occurring.
Oh, I was long gone before this happened.
Were you shocked?
This is fucked up.
It's crazy what happened. I mean, people are, I don't know, I'm assuming absolutely annihilated as far as drunk goes. It being a hockey game and all.
Yeah.
But yeah, flipping cars and shit. I mean, I would hope that Buffalo.
God.
I mean, I know that we didn't do it in 1999, but I do wonder if we win, what would occur. But I mean, this is just
honestly
banana land.
If we I have a feeling if we won, this would have happened too.
Yeah, that's.
I think some people just wanted to do this.
Are there any Vancouver like local theories as to like did they? I mean, I'm sure this was the talk for a while, like on the news and everything like that, where they were like, "Who's responsible? Who do we hold responsible? Government officials and all that kind of thing."
Yeah.
Was there anything like that? Like, it's because they didn't have enough cops here, or they shouldn't have done this or that. Like,
not really. I think it was dealt with as best as it could be, but it could have been. But I mean, they just arrested people. It was obviously just the people's fault.
Yeah, of course.
And then, well, because this happened before.
It was the hockey team's fault, actually.
They should have won. But they, yeah, who knows? If they won, I might still be a fan. But after that, I never looked back.
Oh my God, that must feel. You know, the Sabres kind of did that for me in hockey. Like, we went to the Stanley Cup in 99 and lost. And then, like, the subsequent 5 years, we were awesome. And it was always, like, kind of sniffing at it. And then there was one year that just, like, broke my heart. And I had to, like, step away.
Well, yes. And then with the Riot, that was just embarrassing. Then I'm like, all right.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm going to stop watching hockey entirely. And I did. I stopped. Because I was like, what the fuck? Like, this shouldn't be how we lose.
Yeah, no, that is maybe you just got to get a new team. Did you enjoy watching hockey, or was it just basically Vancouver?
I don't like the Leafs.
Spirit.
I don't like the Leafs.
No, fuck the Leafs.
I don't like anyone in Alberta.
Well, you don't have to pick another Canadian team.
I do though. I can't pick an American team. I mean, as a Canadian, I have to pick a Canadian team.
You live in Los Angeles. Why can't you enjoy the Kings pleasantly?
I just think it's so. And I love America and I love everything about America. But the one thing that I hold on to as a Canadian is hockey. And I've always held a grudge against American hockey teams for winning every year. And you guys don't even care.
Listen, my hockey team hasn't been in the playoffs in 13 years. And in the sport that is the easiest to make the playoffs. So it's not me.
But American hockey teams always win.
No, I agree. There's just more of them. And also now a problem, not to get too in the weeds with the NHL, but the problem is players don't want to play in Canada because of the taxes. They lose money.
Oh, yeah.
They could play in like Dallas and make $1 bazillion and not have to pay a dime in income tax, and they make more with the exchange rate and all that kind of thing.
And therefore we suffer. Our team suffer.
It's so funny though, when I said you could root for another team, you didn't even consider. You just started listing. You're like, I can't do another Alberta team. I can't. You're like just talking about the Canadian teams. As if the American teams don't even exist.
They don't. To me.
I love that.
Because it's, I just refuse. But I'll watch another. I'll pick up another sport,
Okay, yeah, just that quick. I mean, other sports don't compare to hockey necessarily. I mean, being in Buffalo, it's basically, I feel like we are kind of Canada in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. They adopt us. We have Tim Hortons on every corner.
That's true.
We go drink there at 19. It's,
Canada.
It is Canada. People say.
It's extension.
Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Rocket Money. Boy, oh boy, managing finances can feel complicated, especially if you're a moron like me and you have a hard time with it. I mean, even the simplest things I have a hard time with, and I find it absolutely time consuming as well. And these things make me absolutely dread dealing with my finances. Thank the Lord for Rocket Money, because now it doesn't have to be complicated or time consuming any longer. Rocket Money simplifies everything. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and it helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. Rocket Money has over 5 million users, and it's saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. I got to tell you, like I said, I'm a moron when it comes to money and it comes to finances. And I'll tell you, it took Rocket Money showing me what subscriptions I'm signed up for. I had no idea some of these subscriptions. Some of them I was signed up for multiple times. And with Rocket Money, it was so easy to just go through and be like, what the hell is this? Cancel, 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 and boom, I'm already saving money. So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/Potter. That's rocketmoney.com/Potter. Once again, rocketmoney.com/Potter. But I don't know, maybe you can pick up NFL. You ever think of that?
Yeah. I do like football. I've been watching basketball also.
Ooh, okay.
Here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not serious about it, but I watch whatever everybody cares about right now.
Well, it's the World Series right now. That's going on here in Los Angeles. I actually looked up tickets because I said to my friend, I go, if I'll drop $300 to go to the World Series.
Wait, what's the
$300? I thought it was what it was going to cost.
That's baseball?
For baseball, yeah. $300 is what I thought it was going to cost.
How much
to go.
is it?
It was like, I looked on the Game Time app. It was like the cheapest ticket was $1,200. Like, I go, oh,
why?
Just for it's the World Series. I get it. It's the Yankees versus the Dodgers. This is like watching Godzilla versus Mothra or something.
At the end of the day, you're just watching two people play catch.
That's the thing. I'll watch it on my television in the comfort of my home instead for $0.00. But I thought it's just the naivety of me to be like, wow, the World Series is happening in the city I live in. How often does that happen? I should look up tickets. I'd pay $300. That's like what it is to go to a normal Dodger game, probably $300. But like I said, maybe you can enjoy NFL. You're already kind of accepting towards it. I want to say avoid the New York Jets at all costs because they are continually pathetic. And they're just getting worse and worse. And now Aaron Rodgers is on their team. I don't know if you like him or not. You ever hear about him?
No, I don't know who that is.
He's a quarterback. He used to date Shailene Woodley. And he was the quarterback of the Packers. He is old. Yes,
why is he still playing?
1 year older than me. And people are wondering that exactly. Why is he still playing?
That's kind of old.
He went to the Jets and he made a big stink about it. And they've been terrible since he's arrived. Last year he didn't play at all. He played 4 snaps and then tore his Achilles. Now he's back.
He's old as shit. Stop
exactly.
playing.
Even Andrea can tell from just having an introductory sort of experience with him. But yeah, now he's like doing ayahuasca. He skipped training camp or a part of training camp to go to Egypt and do drugs.
How old is he?
He's 39.
Retire immediately.
Is he 39? 40. Oh, damn.
Jeez.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better because I'm only 2 years younger than him.
Go home to your family.
He doesn't have one. That's the problem.
Get a family.
Get a family.
He's 40 and he doesn't have a family? What the fuck? What? I have such an issue with like people, like if you're men not willing to start a family after 30.
Preach.
What are you doing?
What about us willing ones that are like, where do I find a family?
That's fine. That's fine. At least
that's
trying.
better. At least I'm putting the effort towards it.
Aaron Rodgers running around in the field. Go find a wife and
that's so funny.
Have a child.
He's just running around in the field.
Jesus.
Well, if you think Aaron Rodgers is a loser, wait till you hear about Fireman Ed.
Who's
Fireman
that?
Ed he's a super fan who every time he's gone to like ever since I was a little kid, he's gone to Jets games and he's always on the screen and he leads the crowd in the JEDS Jets. Pull up a Fireman Ed video so we can see him in all his glory. As a Bills fan, I think this guy is a queef. And he is the queef of the week. Oh, I got to turn my sounds on. I should just do it on here.
Queef of the week.
So he's just a fan.
He's a fan. Pull up just go on to one of the YouTube things and just type in like classic Fireman Ed. I want to get like the true essence for folks at home to see.
He has a career because he's a fan.
He doesn't have a career, I don't think. I don't really know. Here's the thing: an organization has to be careful when they're adopting these people because sometimes they could just turn out to be the biggest scumbag in the world. And Fireman Ed has been adopted by the New York Jets over the years. And, he's propped up. He's on the Jumbotron. Like I said, he leads the crowd in his chants. Play that Fireman Ed clip there. Is this a video of him?
Let's go! Let's go!
I sit up with the regular people. I come up here. I do my chants. And they put me on the Jumbotron. I want him to see him in his stupid hat with oh, here we go.
He loves the jet.
He knows where the camera is.
What happens if you take that away from him?
Well, we're finding out. We're finding out because the New York Jets have experienced a little bit of ire from Fireman Ed. Ed Anzalone, commonly known as Fireman Ed, said Tuesday night on social media that the Jets were limiting his screen time on the video boards at MetLife Stadium during home games. I don't know exactly what's going on, but they're phasing us out, Anzalone said in a video posted on his Instagram. We have that video. I saw you pull up his Instagram. Oh, there he is in his stupid hat. God, No, pull up the video of him talking about them phasing him out as if he's like, I don't know,
a
player on the team. I'd like to know if somebody knows anything. Please let me know because it's evident that it's happening and it needs to be stopped. Did he delete it off his Instagram?
Tell him he needs to, because he's getting too old. He needs to get like a facelift or something.
Yeah,
I wonder if he'll get one.
Like it's show business.
Yeah, he needs to get some plastic surgery.
You know, Ed, the TikTok crowd just isn't into your shtick anymore, and we're replacing you with a floofy-haired child who is going to do dances instead on the Jumbotron.
He's baby Ed.
He's upset because they showed like a 7 here. What's that one right there in the center in the second row? No. Come on, the video. There you go. This one. This is him complaining.
Hey, I've been getting a lot of emails and texts from fans about the Jet experience
probably like
in the
2
stadium.
Emails.
The Jet experience.
Big screens.
The big screen experience.
Last night in particular, although on the Denver game also, last night in particular, we scored a touchdown. And normally, as a tradition, we're always put on a screen. Me, Scott, and Jetman are put on a screen to do the Jet chant and get the crowd going, which is a staple in Jet Life Stadium.
Pause a second.
Also,
Jet Life Stadium. Instead, they showed like a 7-year-old child cheering, and he's like, "Whoa, it's tradition that me and Scott and Mark are on."
He's like, "I want this 7-year-old killed."
yeah. How dare they?
Because I need to be on that screen.
How long has that kid been a Jet fan, huh?
With Scott and some other guy.
Name 3 Jet players, kid. Boy, oh boy. So he says last night, okay, so keep it going for a second because I want to hear the rest of this.
Which is the most important. Normally they will put us on the screen to get the crowd going. It gives it more of a widespread experience for the fans to see.
Oh, okay.
And we can get the defensive chant going. But something's going on in the Jet production team over in Jet Life Stadium. I don't know exactly what's going on, but they're phasing us out. And I'd like to know if somebody knows anything, please let me know because it's evident that it's happening and it needs to stop because we need home field advantage.
Oh, that's what we
up
have, to me, Fireman
and we need
Ed.
to keep it going. So something's going on. Please let me know if you know something. Thanks a lot. Go Jets.
That's all. Fireman Ed is the home field advantage, according to him. Does
he have a family?
I don't know. We should Google him. Let's see if he has a family. That'd be nice to know. Because I do have an issue with how many retards have families out there.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting to me.
If that was my husband, wrong with me? If that was my husband, I would kill myself. And you know what? I like his accent. I like his vibe. But I just like, if you don't care about me as much as that, then what is going on?
Also, it's like it's a weird narcissism to be like, if I can't be on the Jumbotron saying JETS, Jets, we don't have home field advantage. So it's very important. The idea to think that he changes anything. I would love for him to have like an agent, and his agent's like, they're done with you, Ed. You hear? It's over.
Yeah, the agent's like fighting for him.
Yeah, maybe I can get you with the
bullshit.
Cardinals. You ever think about moving to Arizona? It's wild. What does that say? He sued somebody?
No, I was just trying to see if he has a family. He apparently does have a wife.
Oh, of course he does. Every fucking dipshit.
He was also from New Jersey.
That's okay. The Jets are from New Jersey. I don't have any sort of.
I wonder what Beth's life is.
The Jets play in New Jersey. The Jets are the New Jersey Jets. I mean, same with the Giants. There's only one team that plays in New York State, and that is the Buffalo Bills, folks. Remember that forever and always. And yes, Jets fans are sick of Fireman Ed. They're like, get out of here, you old loser.
Oh,
so now does it make you feel bad?
Yeah.
You've turned the worm has turned for you with
his
Fireman.
His wife's a bitch. Like, no.
He's got a family. He's got a wife. Yeah, what if his wife's just a real pill?
Yeah, and that's why.
At least I have the Jumbotron on Thursday Night Football.
Or she's so sad because this is all he cares about. But either way, it's not a good situation, and his life is definitely bad, and this is all. This is all he has. They should let him have it.
Okay, let him. So you're saying let him have it? Should I retract my queef of the week statement?
Because that 7-year-old, like, he has a whole life ahead of him, you know.
Yeah, no, of course.
But this guy, it's over.
Yeah, you're saying we could save the 7-year-old lifetime of heartache that Fireman Ed has.
Yeah, because you don't give the 7-year-old a taste of the Jumbotron. Because what if he becomes this? Do not breed more.
Yes, less screens people with that, and it goes for Jumbotrons too.
Yeah, let it die with him, you know. And then this is all he has, so let him just have it until he dies.
Oh, I'll go back to that 9/11 one. I love a good 9/11 football.
He has a 9.
Oh, of course it's about firemen or whatever. I thought it was going to be like the firemen were in jets. There's Fireman Ed looking at it, the new tower from across the way there.
Poetic.
He probably was a fireman. I'm
crazy
assuming
that it's all Jets content and then just like one.
Hey, never forget. But it's one fireman thing.
I thought he would put the Jets in there somehow.
I thought so too. When I was looking at it from afar, I did think the firemen were wearing green and white fireman outfits.
He's like, if 9/11 didn't happen, there would be more Jets fans or some shit.
Let's watch one of his stupid videos real quick.
City Garfield, Captain Post.
Oh, this is you picked the fireman one. Go back to the grid. There, the one on the right.
Airport.
Ooh, the one at the airport. Yeah.
All right. What happened the other night, losing to the Dolphins by 3 scores, is unacceptable. Listen, with that being said, I want the GM and the coach to stay. I love Douglas and I love Robert Saleh. I like him to be here for a very long time. The last thing we need is to keep changing coaches and GMs. If you don't have the solution, I don't want to hear it.
All right, pause it. I was always wondering if Fireman Ed had an umbrage with the fact that Robert Saleh was the coach of the Jets. He's like, I don't like that at all. As a fireman, not for us. The Jets, no thank you. But no, he is always very like, he's got to be on the side of the organization, because if he ever says anything crass about the organization, they will cut off his Jumbotron.
Yeah.
So he has to be like almost like a propaganda beacon.
Wait, go back down.
Which one did you want to watch?
The airport one?
Yeah. Which one's the airport one?
He's at the airport.
Oh, there you go with the luggage.
Yeah.
Right there.
We're going to Buffalo.
Oh, he's going to Buffalo.
Jets, offense, a complete game. Defense, you do what you do. Let's go. And we come home a winner. Let's go.
It's like an hour flight. What's he got all that baggage for?
He looks like threatening.
Yeah.
You know?
They really
if I was TSA, I'd be like, all right, we're going to put you down for sure.
Sir, what is in this luggage? You're just going to Buffalo for one football game. What could possibly be in here? This is him on They're like, sir, if you could please sit the fuck down because we need to. We are on the taxiway. The fasten your seatbelt light is still on, sir. Can you please take a seat? What a nightmare. I'm so glad the Bills don't have one of these idiots.
What kind of flight?
It's a Jets. It's probably like a flight to Buffalo the day of the game. So he's assuming everyone who's going from New York to Buffalo on this flight is going to this game. And he's probably right for the most part. But there's definitely just random regular people on there that are like, what the fuck flight did I just buy?
Yeah, there's like an Asian family on that flight. Fucking scared. Just like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
Is someone hijacking this plane?
Where am I going? What is going on in Buffalo today? Elsewhere in the football world, former Bears quarterback. Do you know Jay Cutler? He used to date Kristen Cavallari. I don't. What do you watch? What are you into?
I'm trying to shit.
I'm trying to get into your world, relate things with you. In terms of
that's a player.
This is a former player. He used to play for the Bears and the Dolphins, and then he quit football and started dating Kristen Cavallari from Laguna Beach, and then he married her.
He looks like he's addicted to drugs.
Well, that's quite possible. I do believe he loves his Adderall, but that's just a speculation on my part. Jay Cutler is one of the like cooler guys from back in the day. He used to like smoke cigs on the, he used to like, there was a meme called Smoking Jay Cutler that was just like, basically just him.
That's him before?
Yes, exactly.
That
was when he was on the Bears. That's actually
10 years younger.
Older. I mean, that was 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. okay. I thought it was the drugs.
It might have been 10 years ago. Yeah. I mean, he played on the Bears definitely 10 years ago. He played on the Broncos first, and he looked real young back. There's the Smoking Jay Cutler meme. He just, because he definitely loves his tobacco.
He loves smoking.
Yes, and he's just kind of the man.
Smoke.
Yes,
he's
an
athlete.
No, that's what makes it cooler. And I forget what comic it was. I think it was Keith Alberstadt, but he might have been relaying a story from like Nate Bargatze or something, one of these Vanderbilt guys, because Jay Cutler played for Vanderbilt. And one time, it was either Keith or Nate, they saw him in the bathroom, like at a urinal, and they were like, oh my God, that's Jay Cutler. And they're like, Jay, I'm a huge Vanderbilt fan. And he just was so drunk and he was peeing and he looked up and he goes, don't care.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but now he got a DUI down
this
in
is
Nashville.
Also
where he
him?
lives. That was him back on the Broncos rookie year.
Oh my God, he's like 3 different people. Why is
that was like 2005, 2007, something like that.
He's chubby. He was chubby. He was fit. And then he was addicted to methamphetamine.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't played. He hasn't played since like 2018. Which one? That's Kristen Cavallari from Laguna Beach, from whatever.
Everyone
MTV.
in Texas looked like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, everyone in Texas looked like the both of them.
Yeah, no, they're like a Nashville couple too.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Nashville?
No.
It's very Nashville-y as well. But Texas and Nashville are like blending together.
And everyone at the game was blonde, and then there's a white guy, and then blonde lady, white guy. And that was fine.
She was on MTV. She was on a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the hell. She does like fashion and like hosting now and all that kind of stuff.
They got disappointed this week. The Texas people lost to Georgia.
Yeah, no, that was a tough game. That was their second loss of the season, I want to say. So yeah, they were definitely. You went to one that was like that could have ended very much like your Vancouver Canucks.
Really? You think they would have rioted?
I mean, not for that game. I guess it is a regular season game, but it was like people
final.
leaving in a like very solemn manner.
I see.
After the end of that, you did catch them in a weak moment.
I see.
But elsewhere in football, another guy got arrested, and it happened a little while ago. But now the arrest footage has come out. Patrick Mahomes. He's like.
I've heard of that name.
Yeah, he's the quarterback of the team that Travis Kelce plays for, the Kansas City Chiefs. So you hear about him a lot.
Yes.
His father.
He was in the Super Bowl.
Yes, he was in a bunch of them. He's won 3 in the last 4 years, or been to 3 in the last 4 years, I should say.
Happy for him.
But his father, who, by the way, his father was a former professional baseball player. I need to like reiterate that. And so Patrick Mahomes is like a kind of like a Nepo baby athlete. I mean, obviously he's like very good at his sports that he's played, like baseball and, football. And he's a tremendous athlete. So he's earned everything that he's ever gotten through the merit of being an athlete. But everyone's like, some of these players, they grow up like in house with a dirt floor, and they're like, mom had 3 jobs so they could buy shoulder pads or whatever. Patrick Mahomes was like a millionaire when he was a kid.
Wow.
Obviously, because his father played for Major League Baseball. But his father, I don't know what's going on with him. He keeps getting arrested for DUIs as well. And recently they just put out footage of him while he was arrested this last time, and he drops his son's name.
Oh.
I want to hear it before I judge the manner of it, because I'm mixed on how I feel about this.
Mr. Mooney.
Yes, sir.
Can I say one thing?
You may.
My son is getting ready to play in the fucking Super Bowl, okay?
Yes,
no, just listen to me. I am not drunk. I promise you.
Okay, that's wrong.
I've had some drinks. But he can't have this right now.
Okay, sir.
This can't happen.
Who's your son?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
His name is Patrick Mahomes, by the way, senior.
He can't have that right now. I mean, I don't care what. I mean, I could have somebody come get me and take me home, but this right now is not the right time for that. I promise you. I listen. I don't say a lot of stuff about nothing. I've had a couple of drinks. Yes, I have.
Yes, sir.
But I am not drunk. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I mean, I would probably blow over the legal limit, but
By a lot.
dude, seriously, I mean, we don't have stars from around here.
Okay.
He's from White House. I'm very, very knowledgeable and capable. Dude, I can get somebody to come get me. I mean, we just can't have this.
Okay, sir. Give me just a few minutes. I'll come back and talk.
Please, thank you.
So
Can you pause it for a second? I like that he, I thought he was going to just drop his name like, do you know who my son is or whatever? And like look back, but he was just trying to be like, my son's going to be pissed. You know what I mean?
No, he was just trying to not burden his, I mean, he was trying to get out of the DUI.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that. And he was just trying to be like, it was kind of like, you know, when you're a kid and you get something like that happen, you go, my mom is going to be like, could we just like avoid all this part of it? Like, I get it. I was wrong. I'm not going to drive. Can I get out? My mom is going to fucking be so mad. She's going to take my phone.
Yeah.
That's the energy I got from it.
Yeah.
He could have finessed it even a little bit better, I feel like, you know?
Yeah.
But
But he was drunk. He was kind of.
oh yeah, no. And then he was like, "Have I had a few drinks? Yes. Would I blow over the legal limit? Sure. Am I drunk? Absolutely not. Not even a little bit." But so yeah, he ended up getting that, and that's the second week in a row that we've had one of the parents of the Kansas City Chiefs arrested on here. We had Rashee Rice, one of the wide receivers last week. His mother was caught on a ring cam stealing a package while wearing a jersey that said Mama Rice.
What the fuck?
Let's play this one for Andrea. I think this is fun. Another TMZ Sports exclusive. You got to turn the volume on it because you got to hear her kicking the package down the hall. There she is. Oh, what do we have over here? I'm just going to move
Oh
this
my
down
God.
here.
I don't fucking understand people that steal packages.
Also, just like not. I know. Like, how do you? Why
do you
think
want
is
it?
in there? Yeah, like you have no idea what's in there.
Yeah.
Is that the thrill of it? I never got that either.
I don't know.
Like
But somebody stole my package this week and I'm pissed.
What was in it? You don't.
Bunch
have to
of
say if it was-
sweaters.
Oh, that's it.
Like,
yeah, but then you're like,
why do you want that?
Exactly.
And it's like my size.
What are you gonna resell my sweaters?
Yeah, you're gonna resell it or wear it yourself. Like, what the fuck? It's like just it's $100.
Yeah. And it's annoying to you because
go
you
buy
wanted
it.
the sweaters. I had a package waiting for me while I was
Yeah.
on the road, and I was nervous that it would be taken. Do you know what it was though?
What?
It was just a package of like beef jerky that I bought from like a specialty. So I was like, maybe a cat will eat it or something. I don't know. Like I was nervous if it's
Yeah,
sitting
maybe
there.
some animal would have eaten it.
Yeah, but and like my door goes to the outside, so it's like they would sit there. It's not like I'm in a building or anything. So I was nervous about my beef jerky, but then I was like, who gives a shit?
Nobody
if someone
took
takes it, like no one took it.
That's good.
And I thought if someone took it, it'd like serve them right. Like what if they were like, ooh, electronics or something, and then they get it, and it's just
Yeah.
that, and they're like, fuck, I can't do anything with this.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, I have one more thing. I have to play one news story at the very least, just for the quota of the show. Otherwise, the people will get angry. I've been like really into like nostalgia stuff lately. It's like porn or something for me. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why I'm going back in time. Do you have like a restaurant from Vancouver that you used to go to as a child that doesn't exist anymore?
No. And I let it go.
You're like water off your back.
I let it go if I can't have it. The only thing I hold on to is this breakfast sandwich from Chicago that I love.
Oh, really? Where's it from?
It's from Kasama, and it's so good, and I think about it. So I guess Chicago, something from Chicago, somewhere I've never lived.
I love Chicago. You've never been there? Wait, how
I've
did
never
you eat
lived.
it then? Oh, you've
I've
never
never
lived
lived.
there. I see.
Yeah.
No, I would move to Chicago. I've talked about it quite a bit. I would move there in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, I think I'm supposed to live there.
Whoa. I mean, it's a cool city. I wouldn't live there, but that sandwich
could change your mind. You might get a new zip code. Well, I went with Annie to the Mall of America, and it was wonderful to see a mall that was functioning. Do you know what I mean? Like malls now, like if you go to other ones around the country, they're dystopian. They're almost like a weird Etsy shop now. I mean, it's like there's a woman selling pickles where American Eagle used to be or something. You know what I mean? Or like,
yes, but
it's like you're in a farmer's market.
LA malls are still good, like Westfield and the Grove.
Yeah, those are like outside ones. I'm talking about those like airplane hangar structures.
Right. The old malls.
Yes, exactly. Inside malls, gallerias and such. You know what I mean? And so the Mall of America was kind of a throwback to that. It had all the stores I loved. It had all the like restaurants. You're like, holy shit. What is this, the 90s all of a sudden? And one of them I had to go eat there was Hooters. Because my father used to take me to Hooters for every birthday between the ages of 8 and 14. I found out later in life that he did that so he could talk to the waitresses because I was good bait for that. But I went there and it was a little different these days. Although I was like it was nice to know it still existed because I was like, I saw the manager of the Hooters. He's just like some guy. And I was like, oh, it's good to know that job's like waiting for me if I fail or wash out of show business. Oh, man. I could just be this guy.
Hooters is very much alive.
Well, this one, people had a vigil for a demolished Hooters restaurant. This would have been my dad.
End of an era.
That's my dad right there. That
Hundreds gathering
crying.
at the old Hooters for a candlelight vigil.
It's a lot of memories going down with that building.
But through the tears,
Hi guys!
Oh, the waitresses
former
came out.
Hooters employees coming together for one last reunion.
I started out as just, coming in to get a job, and it became so much more because I met so many lifelong friends and my coworkers.
I want to thank each and every one of you.
West Virginia's last Hooters in Kanawha City never reopened after March 2020.
For all the naysayers,
COVID
the
killed that Hooters.
The down talkers and whatnot. This building right here was a legitimate, iconic figure to the Kanawha Valley.
The vigil began as a joke between friends, gaining traction on social media and the attention of international news outlets.
Long live Hooters.
The building will be torn down Monday and replaced with a popular gas station chain. Crowds celebrating decades of memories. Co-organizer Leo Browning says Hooters corporate found out about the vigil and overnighted them a box of calendars to give to people.
Calendars? They still have them? That's funny that they still rock the calendars. I went to the Hooters and they really don't have the same standards that they did for. Now it's just like a guy could be a waitress at Hooters.
The fuck?
Yeah. It doesn't make. I don't think they have the same emphasis that they once did. Is all I'm saying.
Now it's all about the food.
Yeah, it's just about the wings at this point. Great wings, but there it is. The last demolition of the last Hooters in I don't even know where the hell that is. But there's still some out there. Oh, that was the last one in West Virginia. Excuse me.
There's a bunch.
There's still some out there. They're very small and mighty, but they are there.
That's cool, man.
Go find them. So we started the show with a riot, and we ended the show with a candlelit vigil.
Peaceful
vigil celebrating Hooters. That man was very serious when he stood up there.
Yeah, he was kind of scary.
This building means so much to me and my family. And that would have been my dad, though. He would have been like, my son had so many birthdays here when I was just coming to ogle.
That guy was cute, but the guy screaming was scary.
Oh, you mean on the
that guy?
That guy was scary. Yeah, he was just living his best life.
I don't even think he knows where he is. I don't believe that he knows this was a Hooters.
I don't think he's seen a pair of breasts in his entire life. This kid, to be honest with you.
He just stumbled upon this vigil and was like, "What is this?" Okay,
that is an intense face.
Yeah.
Well, Andrea, you have been absolutely delightful.
Thank you.
I think that was the longest sports segment I've done with someone who barely cares about sports.
You know,
and that was fantastic.
I care.
No, you care. You cared. You should. Yeah.
I cared, and
they broke your heart.
And then I'll never care again.
That seems indicative of a lot of things, I would imagine. But yes, please plug everything once again for everybody. Let them know where they can find you.
Yeah, Andrea Jin on Instagram, Andrea Jin1 on TikTok, AndreaJin.com, and on YouTube. I post videos often. I do like movie reviews, etc.
Hell yeah.
On YouTube.
And go see her on the road. She's all over the place.
On the road.
Zigzagging across this great country of ours, maybe even Canada too.
Getting just so tired.
So tired. Rotting in hotel rooms while her food clothes rot at home.
I need to stop.
Well, I want to start again. So 2025, look out for some dates. Let me know where you want me to come. And Agent Roach is working on those things right now. I'll let you know about the December Arizona dates very soon.
Yeah.
And I will be in Austin, Texas this week.
Nice. And
just see me bopping around there doing sets. But other than that, folks, thejoshpotter.com. Rate, review, subscribe the show. And, joshpottershow@gmail.com. If there's anything you want us to talk about, let us know. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week here on The Josh Potter Show. Bye-bye.
Coming to you live and direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, ain't got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real, son. He taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter, keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard. I'm pleased to be listening. Hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since the Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more. Scurry out the floorboards. Hit like, comment, and subscribe.